guys, it's been a long time since I made a floss tube and I don't remember what I talked about, and this is probably going to be just a random mess, but I haven't really been stitching. I have been diamond painting, which is down here, and I will maybe show it in a minute. It is Diamond Art Club's Abstract Cat, the one that's like 4 foot by 2 foot. And I'm about a quarter of the way done. I've done quite a bit since I pulled it back out because I got really frustrated with it. It's not a beginner friendly chart or a beginner friendly diamond painting, and it was the first square I ever bought, and because on the box I think it's in centimeters, my brain didn't calculate how big it really is, but it's huge. It's very huge. So that's what I've actually been working on. Let me show you. So we're in a different part of the room today because I bought an overhead camera mount, which you can kind of see here. This is the pole for it, and you're on the other side, which I think I showed in a different video. But so this is Darth Vader. Haven't even moved the thread or the needle. This is Wicked Witch. Also haven't done anything on her. I really need to work on these so I can get them finished because they're both so close to finish. When I went camping with my sisters in June, I took this and I worked on this right here. So I finished all the pinks over here, and then I got started over here. So not much change there either. So other cross stitch related things is I am one of the myriad of people who are doing the Book of Fungi. I haven't actually started it. I bought the Sal, and then I bought the charm pack and fabric pack. So here's the charm pack. It came with this little mushroom and the corners, and then this is finishing fabric, so you can make it look like that. It'll be a little book once you stitch all the pages. So here's the fabric. This brown linen is Vintage Country Mocha Belfast 32 count, which I've never used. Never used Belfast or linen or anything like that. Definitely haven't used 32 count. And then 18 count Ada is for the covers because it's full coverage, so it doesn't matter what you're stitching it on. So here's this. I took it out and looked at it, but I mean, I'm gonna have to order another piece though, because this piece is only big enough for the main pages, but then she's offering like other pages, substitute pages, so obviously once I get started I'm gonna have to stitch those too, so I have to order another piece of this. But because it's supposed to look like a vintage book, it won't matter that it's not the same dye lot. It'll still look good. Let's see. Oh, and like everybody else, I got my Halloween cross stitch magazine. There are a few things in here I think I want to actually stitch, but I don't know. I don't stitch smalls very often. Obviously that's why nothing ever gets finished, but there are quite a few in here. I really like this guy. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So here's everything that's in there. Another one that I really liked was, oh, this little bat. Isn't that adorable? The bat's cute. Here's a different picture of that one. Oh. Baba Yaga. Her house. I mean, they're all cute. This one's very cutesy. Very, very cutesy. I like this one too. This one's bigger, I think, though. So, I don't know. You probably saw that I posted that video. I posted 2 Lego videos. I still have 4 more to put together. I haven't been putting anything together either. And then I also posted a video about some new pins I bought because I am a pin junkie. Ooh, sorry. Allergy to my nose is itching like crazy. I love pins, and when I discovered the Sharpie S gels, I just fell in love. I have them in all the sizes. 1.0, 0.7, 0.5, and they make a 0.3. It's awful. It is so scratchy, and it is so... It almost feels dry, even though it's a gel pen. They're very hard to find. I don't really like the 0.5s either. I prefer the 0.7s, but sometimes the 1.0s are nice because they're just so juicy, and you can just write, and there's no resistance. Let's see, what else do I have over here? I finally went to an Ollie's. Heard about it for a long time. Other people have told me they've been there, whatever. Finally went to one because it was next door to Academy. We went to Academy, and then I was like, hey, let's go to Ollie's. I've never been in there. So it is like Big Lots and Dollar General like had some weird spastic baby. It is a wreck like a Dollar General. There's just junk everywhere, but it's not like... I'd say it's more like a Big Lots because it's got closeout stuff, but it's got a lot of big stuff. Like, they have a whole section of rugs. They have just bigger things, but then they also have like the aisle of random candy. They have, which we bought candy. They have, aisle of chips and snacks. They have an aisle of, health and beauty stuff. They have books. They have toys, a few clothes, just all sorts of random stuff. A lot of it is opened or damaged or whatever, but it is what it is. So I did get 2 books. I got Alice Hoffman, Magic Lessons. I didn't realize until we were leaving that I picked up the one that had the hole in the cover. So that's aggravating. But I'm not a rereader, so once I'm done with this, I'll probably just get rid of it anyways. But they put it... This was a Target book, so right here there's a sticky spot where the Target sticker was, and then they put their own stickers up on it, but that came off pretty well. And then I also got Miss Peregrine's Museum of Wonders. You can tell the sticker didn't come off of this one very well, and it is not real sure what it is actually. It says an indispensable guide to the dangers and delights of the peculiar world for the instruction of new arrivals. So it's just a lot of old pictures like that are in the books. The books are talked about, and then like this chapter is called Morphological Abilities and Necessarily Incomplete Taxonomy of Peculiar Abilities. So there's just all sorts of weirdness in here. I haven't really looked through it. My husband was like, you have that book already. And I was like, no, I don't. I've never even seen this book before. And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have it. And I was like, no, I don't. I haven't even read the complete series. I think I've only read the first 3. Or maybe just the first 2. Because after a while, it got kind of redundant. And then the movie kind of ruined it because they messed it all up. That's like all my crafting. That's it. Except for the except for the diamond painting. That's like all I've done. I did do some signs for our campground or for our camping area, and then for a little memorial for my mom, because this was the first year we went to the reunion without her. July 6th was the 1 year of her passing. So this was the first year we went without her. My sisters did get a little box, and they went to the United Kingdom, and so they actually spread a little bit of her ashes several places there because she really always wanted to go there and never could. And so we also put a little bit of her ashes in our camping spot because it is a reunion. It's sort of our family reunion, but it's a reunion of families from the county. It's 128 years that it's been going on, and there's been someone from our family, from my mom's grandmother on back, has been there. So we took a little bit of her and put it in our campground, and then we made a memorial sign. I made a memorial sign for her, and we put it on one of the trees. So I'll try and remember and put pictures here. See if I can figure out how to put pictures in so they change and you can see them instead of just them being over my face. But that's all I have as far as crafting goes. I am going to do another, I did burn them, wood burning pyrography. So I'm also going to do this picture eventually for a friend. So I've got to get that transferred onto the wood and burned. But I'm going to pull the camera down real quick and show you the diamond painting. So, this is the diamond painting. As you can see here, I've got quite a bit of it rolled up on this tube because it was hanging down and I was leaning on it and creasing it. Alright, I can't turn the camera around. Okay. Well, I was gonna turn the camera around, but now I don't know how. The button for turning the camera around is gone. So, this is what it looks like. Like I said, I'm about a quarter of the way done. So, it has a lot of shine to it. Underneath it is my light pad. This is my A2 light pad. I did do some like whip and chat kind of thing over on my coloring channel with this, but I'm trying to work in like small chunks and do the whole strip across. So like right here, these are the lowest two opening, or the lowest two spots, and then I'll be done and I can start moving it forward. So I have those right here. And then the next one that takes up a big chunk is this one, so that'll be the next color I do. I love this eye, especially. Once I got to where it was close to the eye, I just kind of stopped doing everything else and did the eye. I did all the black across and then just did the eye, because eyes are cool. And I think the cat's other eye is hidden, because I think this is the tail that swoops down, so you only see the one eye. But other than that, I don't have a lot to talk about. I did kind of move some stuff around. I did change out the small 4-foot table I had here, and now I have a 6-foot workbench that I can stand at. I do have a stool, but it's too high for this workbench. It's for like your kitchen or whatever, so it's that height versus for a workbench. So yeah. I can't think of anything else. I haven't been making anything to put on my Etsy. I really need to get back into that, get all that stuff. I have some stuff made that I just need to photograph and list, and then kind of decide if that's really something I want to keep doing. Because when I first had the idea of making the journal covers, I really liked it, and now it's kind of tedious, I guess. It takes more work than I thought, and since I'm not a part of the journaling, planning community, really, because I just use them as notebooks, I don't do planners and stuff, I don't know that I'll be able to break into that group and and actually be able to sell anything. So I don't know, we'll see. I have some ideas of using other things to kind of give a little bit of dimension, but I just have to make sure that nothing's right around the edge so it'll seal good, because they are laminated, and that's kind of the purpose, is that everything's laminated together. But beyond that, it's been like, I think my last floss tube was May 30th, so sorry about that. Hopefully it won't be another month and a half till I get one done. I am going to try and do some of these bricks. I have 2 flowers, and then I have 2 of these retro MTV things that just looked cool. These were all $5, so $5. But the table where the diamond painting is where I need to film those, so I'm gonna have to take everything diamond painting off to do those. Like, I could probably leave the light pad because it's just white, but everything else has got to move, so I can do that. So we'll see when that gets done. We're still waiting on the fence to get fixed after the tornado, so that's aggravating. I had to put one of the cats down because he went into liver failure. They think he had a tumor, because we were feeling his stomach and thinking he was impacted or constipated, but they said what we were feeling was actually his liver, and he lost about half of his weight in 2 weeks. So I took him in and made the best decision for him to let him pass without any more pain and suffering. So I'm down to 2 kitty cats, and of course it's the 2 that hate each other. So we'll see where we're gonna go from there. I've been working on trying to get my plants going. I've got a couple of things that I've started rooting. I'm hoping those take off. It's some rosebush cuttings from, I don't know if the rosebush belongs to my property or the property next door, because it's like in the middle of our 2 fences on the outside. So I just took a few cuttings off of it and let those bloom out, and then I put rooting powder on them, and I've got them in some dirt. And then some sunflowers have been growing in my backyard, which I think is probably from the birds or the squirrels dropping sunflower seeds, because I've never seen, I can't say never, but like I haven't had sunflowers out there since I've lived here. So, and I've only been here since October, but still. So I cut some, the ones that weren't covered in fire ants, and because apparently fire ants like the dew or whatever, the sap that's in them, because they were just covered. Like the whole stems were just black, and it was all ants. And then I also have these little things. These were pink flowers. You can see where there's a bud there and a bud there. I'm hoping they'll bud out again, but they were pink flowers when I cut them, and some little white flowers, and I stuck them in this tiny little vase that I found like a long time ago, or a little jar, and it's got all this dirt in it because I can't get it out without possibly cracking it because it's very old. And as I kept them in the water, they started growing roots. And the flowers don't last very long, unfortunately. Like usually, even outside, they open in the morning and then they die by the evening. So I haven't gotten to see most of the flowers, but I'm hoping that it'll just grow and I can put it in a pot. So it's got spots where it looks like it's gonna grow some more flowers. Hopefully I'll be able to see some of them. I don't really know what it is. Honestly, it's just a pink kind of bell-shaped flower, but I don't think it's poisonous. It's obviously, I'm not eating it or nobody's licking it, so I don't think it should matter, but there's a lot of roots in there for such a little pot, because the stem is like right here, and all the rest of this is just roots, so we'll see. And the other thing is I'm still working on my insurance agent class so I can get my insurance license, hopefully, so I can work from home. That's the ultimate plan. I'm getting casualty and what is it, personal and casualty? Property and casualty, good grief. For the state of Texas only, because you have to get them per state, because every state has their own laws. And that's about it as far as what I've got going on. Still working at Walmart, still haven't gotten fired, still haven't punched anybody, so that's a good day, right? So now I'm just rambling. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, if you're not a follower, subscriber, please subscribe. I have all my other socials down in the description. And I've kind of been focusing on TikTok because of that trend, you know, that's going around. I'm nowhere near. I'm not even at 1,000 followers yet, but you never know. It could happen. I've only got like, I think 12 on here and 6 on my other channel, so eventually somebody hopefully will watch me, or I'll do something that pisses off enough people that I get rage follows or whatever, so we'll see. Alright, have a great day.